Okay guys, I'm gonna make a video on how to set the timing on Non-Vtec B series engine. First thing you have to do is make sure piston number 1 is at the top dead center. You're gonna line up this slot on the crankshaft with the mark on the oil pump. When those are lined up, you know you're on top dead center and piston number 1. You can also remove the spark plug and put a long screwdriver, and once it goes as high as it can and it stops moving, that's how you know you're at top dead center. After that, I made myself a tool to lock the cam with the cam cap with the little axis it has. I only lock the exhaust cam, and I'll show you why. This is the way it works for me. Different people have different ways of doing it, but this is the way I have found works best for me. So this engine, I just took it out of the car, so everything is kind of loose and stuff like that, but you might want to get an adjustable wrench to move the cam. You gotta make sure you line it up. You lock it in place. The cam is not gonna twist. You gotta double check that the slot lines up with the surface of the head, just like that. That's how you know this cam is where it's supposed to be. After that, you're gonna start setting your belt. Some people put the spring in first or at last. I'm gonna leave it on this time just to see how it goes. You're gonna always start on the left side. That's where you want to start setting your tension. You want tension in all 3 sides, just so you don't have no slack on the belt. Another thing you're gonna notice now, the lines, the lines on the cam gears, they don't line up. This one is pointing down, so you gotta make sure you start moving it. And in engine that's fresh, they're gonna have a little more tension. Right now they're lined up. There's still gonna be some slack up here. So what I like to do, I get an adjustable wrench. First, you can probably route it. Hold on. You can probably route it the whole way. Make sure the belt, the bolt for the tensioner is loose. That has to be loose. There's still gonna be slack up here. But yeah, you want to always start on the exhaust side, setting up the tension here while the exhaust cam is locked. Make sure the lines are somewhat close. You will need an adjustable wrench to slightly move the intake cam clockwise. That will release the tension up here, because you don't want no slack on the top. That will make the belt floppy. While you hold it up here, then I also like to add a little bit of tension on the water pump side, and that tightens up the tension here, and it makes everything have tension on all 3 sides. So you might need somebody to give you a hand, have somebody hold this one while you add a little bit of tension in here, or if you can hold it here, that should keep tension in all the 3 sides. The whole point is to have tension in all 3 sides. You might have to redo it just until you get the right amount of tension, but you want tension in all 3 sides. And you want this bolt to be tight enough. You can torque it down to 40 foot-pounds. That's what it calls for. But yeah, you want tension in all 3 sides. This might need a little bit of extra tension. The whole point is to not have the belt flop around when you have the car running. You should have both lines line up with the surface of the head, and the line on the crank line up with the line on the water pump. So that's how you set the timing on a Non-Vtec B series engine. After that, all you have to do is do a full rotation just to make sure it doesn't pop out. So this one still has the spark plugs in, so it's gonna fight me a little bit, but see. So you can see after an entire rotation, crank still lines up with the oil pump, and the two slots on the cams line up with the surface of the head. So yeah, that's what you have to do.